I'm very privileged right now to be joined by the gentleman sitting next to me. His name is Dave Hanna. He is the founder of an organization called Lift Up America. And I have to tell you that I've been involved and I have seen many, many organizations that are designed to help people. I've never seen anything quite like Lift Up America. And Dave, we're just very happy to have you on the program.
Well, thanks, Don. I'm delighted to be here with you.
For the members of our audience who are not yet familiar with Lift Up America, can you give us a brief synopsis?
Well, very quickly, there are three things that we do in Lift Up America. We try to inspire lives of compassion. We second, focus on teaching responsibility to the less fortunate. And then third, we build partnerships. So really, those are the three things that we focus on. And of course, this whole piece of teaching responsibility is huge, for the less fortunate. We teach them responsibility. We work with the agencies to hold them accountable. And then we reward them if they take responsibility for their lives by coming to us, these You Can't Buy events.
Well, you're exactly right. And when Dave talks about a You Can't Buy event, I actually went to one of these just about a week ago or so. It was at the Grauman's famous Chinese theater in Hollywood, California. And I saw all these kids coming through, kids that maybe they're third generational poverty kids. I mean, their whole family's been in poverty for many, many years. They didn't really know any other form of life. They didn't really know what it was to take responsibility. Their families have been living under government entitlement. They didn't really know any other life. And here they were being treated like celebrities, walking up the red carpet, being cheered, being asked for their autographs. It was a moving experience.
Well, and these are exciting. These kids normally never get treated with any dignity in their life, and suddenly to get out of that school bus on Saturday, and walk the red carpet at the most famous theater in the world, and have 100 business people and Hollywood actors and actresses cheering for them. It's exciting to see that, and we do all kind of events like this.
There was a phrase that you used the first time I heard you give a presentation. It was called "break the cycle of failure," which really moved me because I feel that, especially in the case of entitlements, governments kind of just throw money at the problem, hoping the money will cover the problem, make it disappear. But in many cases, it really just makes it worse, doesn't it?
Well, unfortunately, certain kinds of entitlement does. I was talking the other day to a fellow, and they had this girl, and she'd had her fifth child, out of wedlock, and he said, somehow we got to teach her to stop having, kids. And she said, I'm not going to have any more kids because I had my fifth kid, and the government doesn't pay me any more money for any more children. And so, our tax money sometimes goes to help people have illegitimate children.
And how old was this young lady?
I think about 16.
And she'd had 5 children by the age of 16.
Something in that area, yeah.
And the government entitlement was basically encouraging her to have more children out of wedlock.
Well, that's the way it appears to me, yeah.
Well, as I said, I was introduced to your organization coincidentally at the last accredited members conference.
Right.
I was visibly moved by your presentation. And what I've done is I have challenged the companies that come on MoneyTV to get involved with the organization. I've asked them to make Lift Up America shareholders in the organization. So
I know, that's great.
What we have here is the first presentation of a certificate from Gazoo Energy Group.
Ah, that's great.
Lift Up America is now a shareholder in Gazoo Energy Group, and I expect to have many more of these to follow over the next several months because I think what your folks are doing is tremendous. The companies that are on our program agree, and I guess in this case, welcome as a shareholder of one of our companies.
Well, thanks. It's things like this that are going to make a huge difference. It'd be nice to say it didn't cost any money to help the less fortunate, and we've learned to do it pretty inexpensively, but things like this are going to be a huge help, and so we really appreciate the people from Gazoo really stepping up and becoming a partner with us and helping change America.
If you'd like to really know more about this remarkable organization, go to liftupamerica.org. And Dave Hanna, the founder of Lift Up America, thanks so much for joining us.
Well, thanks, Don. Great being with you. Bye-bye.
Take care.